Hello, I'm Steve Copnall from Allett Mowers, and today I'm going to be talking about the new product into our Evolution range, the Allett C27E. So this is the latest product into our battery range. It's a 27-inch interchangeable cartridge system, so we've currently got the 8-blade cartridge unit in there, but we do have another range of cartridges that will interchange there, so not only will it give you a fine cut, but you can also focus on other cultivation options as well to get you the fine striped lawns that you're after. So our Evolution range, so that gives us battery technology. We see no reason why these machines now have to be powered by petrol. Everything that's going on with the world, the environment, sustainability, it's something we can't avoid right now. So we have the Evolution range, which focuses on lithium-ion technology. This machine has 3 lithium-ion batteries. So as you can see, very easy to interchange these batteries. So this mower with 3 batteries will give us no emissions at point of use. So that's the fine particulate matters of 2.5 that we breathe in from combustible engines every day. And when you're working in this area, or even operating the machine, you don't want to be breathing in those particulate matters. Fuel costs as well, and fuel storage, transport to and from the ground. Again, that's a health and safety risk and additional costs that we just don't need in today's world. Low noise as well when you are working in, especially in the school environment, when there's schools are studying and the pupils are in the surrounding area, you want to be as quiet as possible. A lot of grounds where they are working in those environments have noise restrictions to when they can actually cut. This machine will give them flexibility throughout the day. Also with the motors, they are very well balanced, so that gives you low hand-arm vibration. A lot of our customers using these now are really seeing the benefits of that low hand-arm vibration, particularly when using the mower for most of the day. It is just like going for a walk. It's very low maintenance and low impact on the body. So let's look at the mower in more detail. So we've got a large heavy-duty plastic grass box with a handle at the top and a recess underneath, so it makes that very easily to lift on and off the machine. The reason for it being such a large area grass box is when you've got, particularly with the verticut and the scarifier, you are going to be taking a lot of light bulky material off, so you don't want to be emptying the grass box regularly. When you are using the cylinder, you can get a lot of, especially in the wet material, you can get a lot of weight in the grass box, so you don't want to be filling that with wet clippings from the grass. So you want to be emptying it regularly when you are cutting with the cylinder, so it's not going to be affecting your height of cut. So very easy just to interchange that on and off the machine. So the front roller on the Allett C27E, we have a grooved front roller section, that's a steel construction. And we have a comb scraper bar as well to help keep that grooved section clean. The benefits of the grooved roller is you're not rolling the grass completely before you are cutting, so you're getting a nice linear cut, and that will help especially with the ball speed as well in those sort of areas and giving you a more cleaner, crisper stripe. The height of cut range on the Allett C27E is 8mm to a height of 55mm. That's a toolless change as well, so very easily we turn these adjusters each side. Each click on there is 0.2 of a millimetre. So we have a plus and a minus, and we can raise and lower that front roller depending on what height of cut we're after. So very easily to adjust. If we've set this height of cut range, for example, to 25mm and we're cutting, we want to go down slightly, we can just go down 5 clicks and that will take us down to 24mm. So very simply, without getting your height bar back out, just to make that quick change adjustment. The cartridges on the Allett C27E, we currently have the 8-blade cylinder in, so that's more of a fine cut. We also have a 6-blade option, we have a turf rake, and we have a verticut cartridge, a sorrel roller and a powered brush. Basically the setting of the cylinder, we're after a scissor-like action, so we want to be able to cut paper with the cylinder on there. So we've got a fixed cylinder, and we raise and lower the bottom blade to make contact with the cylinder. So it's that fine paper cut, scissor cut action that we are after. We also have directional fins just above the cylinder, and that gives us a nice, even, consistent flow of grass material into the grass box. So as we say, the cartridges are interchangeable, and again it's all toolless adjustment. We have a hand wheel on the side which we unscrew. We have a kickstand just above the rear roller, which we lower. That just stops the machine from tilting back when we take the cartridge from the front of the mower. Slide the unit out of engagement, and then we simply lift the cartridge out of the mower. Very simply, we can just position the next cartridge into the mower, line the engagement driver, and then we just lock that back into place. So without any tools, in less than a minute time, you can add the next cartridge into position. So now let's talk about the most exciting feature on the Evolution products. So it's the lithium-ion technology. So we use an 80-volt lithium-ion system, and that powers brushless drive motors for the rear roller and the cylinder drive. And that brushless motor, there is no noise from that at all. So we get a major reduction in the noise that is emitted from these machines. Vibration as well, so they are balanced motors, much more than what an engine would give you. So that vibration is a big reduction. So the comfort improvements is so vast, and that's really what our operators are really picking up now and feeding back to us, is that comfort that this machine now gives you. So very easy to interchange these batteries. So the reason we've gone for interchangeable batteries rather than a built-in one is because once you have depleted that battery, if you've got the built-in unit, your machine then is out of action then for 3 to 4 hours while it's on charge. But with these, you can easily interchange them, have a spare set on charge, so you can basically got all day mowing. So you have a set in the mower, a set on charge, and you just interchange them as you would as and when like topping up with fuel. The cost to charge each battery is less than 10p. So with this mower with 3 batteries, you've got a run time of about 2 hours 45. So compare that time to fuel, you're talking at least £3. So there's a big cost saving there to be made. So especially if you are using the mower every day, over a 12 months time, you know, you could be saving over £1,000, which would easily pay for the full set of batteries. So there is cost savings there to be made as well. And also for storing of the fuel, you haven't got those risks, fire safety risks, collecting the fuel to and from the depot and storing it on site as well. To help justify the cost of extra batteries as well, you can use these batteries in other Evolution products and also the Kramer range as well. So they have a commercial range of products such as leaf trimmers, reach saws, chainsaws, and this battery will work in their 82-volt range as well. They are Bluetooth compatible as well, so you can link them to your phone. From there you can monitor the charge time, charge capacity, and also location as well on there. So with the battery, to actually monitor the charging capacity, there is a button indicator on there, and that will illuminate a series of LEDs just to let you know what voltage percentage is left in the battery. Charging time as well, so it's a 90-minute charge time per battery, and they do mount into a separate docking station, and there's also a dual charger docking station available as well. So with the dual docking station, it will charge one battery and then automatically switch over to the next. So we've got no engine, so there's a big reduction there in actual service costs as well, so that's another additional benefit to consider for cost savings over the season. So you've got no fuel servicing, no air filters, etc. It's all something extra just to think about. So on the C27E rear roller, we have a steel construction, so very heavy duty with a rubberized coating. So that's ideal for when going across various different terrains such as concrete, gravel, even up ramps. It gives you the traction and the power to get to those areas. And with it being a rubberized coating as well, it reduces the noise, which is something that the battery mower really focuses on. So we need to reduce as much noise as possible, and the rear roller really helps achieve that. We also have rounded edges, so we get less marking when we are turning the machine in dry and wet conditions. And the weight of the rear roller construction and the coating really helps us get those defined Allett stripes that we're after. So the weight of this mower is 154 kilos, so the split rear roller really helps move this machine round. So it makes it a lot easier, especially with the wide handlebars, makes that very easy to turn without scuffing the ground. So let's talk about the handlebars. So we have the wide handlebars. With it being a wide machine and also 154 kilos, we need to be able to manoeuvre the machine comfortably. And having this wide grip really helps us to achieve that with this mower. And it's very nicely balanced as well, making this easy for the operator to manoeuvre. We have comfort plastic moulded grips here, which are recessed as well to take the bail bars. So we haven't got a bulky bar to hold or any tension there from any drive belts, which really pulls on your hands, especially when you are using it for most of the day. So we have a key switch to operate the motors and engage the battery system. We then have a variable speed for our cylinder. So with the 6-blade cartridge, we have 70 clip rate up to 140, which we can vary on this controller here. With the 8-blade, we're getting 95 to 190 clips per metre. We have a 2-stage operator presence to engage the cylinder drive or the cartridge drive. We press and hold the green button, we bring in the front bail bar, and then that engages our drive system for the cartridge. The rear bail bar, there will be a slight delay, and then the take-up speed will begin for our forward drive. We have a forward speed on the side here with speed options 1 to 6. We also have a slow speed button, which the feedback on this is fantastic, that the groundsmen are really finding this an additional benefit. So if you are setting the forward drive to a comfortable walking pace, when you come to the end of your run and you want to make your turn, you press the slow speed button in, and that slows your forward speed down by 60%. So once you've made your manoeuvre and you're back on your straight line, you literally press the button again and that picks up your previous speed setting. So you can always keep your hands on the handlebar in that comfortable position rather than trying to slow down using the speed adjustment. So very easily, just to press the thumb switch in and out, just to change that forward speed. Also, if you've got obstacles such as trees or lawn edging, you can just use that nice and easily just to control the mower. As soon as you let go of the handlebars, the drives will shut down. The mower also has a parking brake, which we would engage if we were parking the machine on a slope or travelling the mower on a trailer. Handlebar height position as well is also fully adjustable, so you can slacken the 2 fixings off at the bottom connection points, and we can raise and lower that and lock that into place depending on height of user and operator. We also have midway adjustment as well, just to raise and lower the height of the handlebars. One of the beauties of the electric mower is we can really design features in that really help the groundsman, such as the slow speed button, but also we have an option for the backlapping unit. So backlapping for the in-season cartridge maintenance, just to keep that the edges clean on the cutting cartridge. We basically have an option for a kit which we plug into the rear of the mower. So we simply connect that to the port at the back. We make sure the key is switched on, and then as soon as we press the button on the controller, it spins the cylinder in reverse at 300 RPM. We let go, and then again. So it's a much safer option and simpler as well. So you haven't got to take any drive covers off or adapt any belts or adapt any additional motors to drive that cylinder in reverse. So again, just another key feature that will make the job a lot easier for the groundsman. So the first things you notice about the C27E is the reduction in noise and vibration, and especially the ground we're at today. It is surrounded by houses, but while we're operating this mower, you'll clearly see that we're not impacting those residents at all. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully it's given you a good insight into the C27E, but also how Allett mowers are striving now towards getting more environmentally friendly products available for groundsmen around the world. And we hope that you also look at our YouTube videos. We have many other videos on there on our other products, and also other maintenance areas as well with our machines. We also have a great following on our social media platforms as well, so please look at those and join and be involved. And thank you again for watching and being a part of Allett Mowers.